So diving back at it again today, guys. How you been? Pretty good week. I got a video to upload for you guys, one from Sunday and another one from today, which is this one. So we have two videos there. I don't want you guys to be bored right now. I do want to go over what you guys should basically have for your survival house one day, what you should prep for, the different alarms, motion sensors, lasers, everything like that, different additions you should get that you can basically actually not end up paying for, right? So let's go over today and we'll talk a bit right now, okay? We got a keyboard over here right now. You got a Motorola router, real nice. I have a Toshiba DVD player. I don't need this, I have one, so I'll go ahead and tear this apart right now, see if there's any capacitors in there for palladium. You have an old CD Sony piece here. This is pretty nice. It's real good. I'd say it's okay. And then you have here, this is a nice little converter, and then you have a 400 CD mega storage piece right now, which is pretty good. I'm going to tear that apart right now. I will see if there's any CDs in there. You never know. You never know, okay? Now, I went into a different dumpster today, and I found some of these fire alarms right now. Now, what this basically is that this is the flasher that you'll probably see on schools. They probably got rid of the unit and got it up. You do have some palladium pieces in there. However, what I am going to do is, I actually decided I could put this in my house and actually put one outside, which is actually pretty good if the fire alarm basically does go off, if somebody leaves a stove on, or I can hook it up to the carbon monoxide detectors if I'm sleeping. You know, if it's downstairs and I have my door shut, I can't hear it, a nice flash would actually be pretty good. And I got one of them here. I guess this is an old one. It's not the same thing. The circuit of it is practically pretty small right there. Now, I don't know if this is a ringer. I know they're flashers. There are some flashers and there's some ringers. The school ones basically have just the flashers, and then the PA system does the ringing. There's separate ones there. So I have 4 flashers here. Now what I basically do have as well is that this is an actual alarm, okay? This is, oh, wait a minute, what we got? We got FENWAL Smart 1 Detection Head Ionization, okay? Now I will check this up later today to see if this is for monoxide. Okay, it says automatic fire detector base for use with acetylphenol listed. Okay, all right. So this is pretty good. So this basically is a fire and smoke detector, which is pretty good, okay? It's good to have those. I like that. I'll probably put one by the chimney, one in the kitchen, and maybe one going up the steps, okay, which is pretty good right now. So that detector is actually pretty good. Also, for you guys that do gold scrap, you can actually have one connected to an automatic fan that when basically it gets too smoky, you can actually have the fan pull it, which is another good thing there. So even though you guys might think that these things are cheap, they do hold a very pretty good value. To have a detection system like this in your house does actually help it out, especially if you're sleeping. To have that go off is pretty good, okay? Now let's continue. You got 2 monitors here that I actually ended up pulling out of a different dumpster there. I found an Xbox controller. Now here's the thing, I've never seen a wire like this. The wire for this is absolutely pretty bad. Most of you are gonna end up telling me that right now. It's definitely pretty bad. I don't even know if it works, but I'll try it and see what basically happens. All right, I haven't seen this before. This is an Xfinity something. I have a lot of Xfinity stuff, but I never see something like this. This is not a set-top box, by the way, because I don't see this one having a hard drive. This one is very, very different. It does have the HDMI setting. This might be a receiver for the bedroom because I still got the cable in, cable out piece right there. Now, I did open it up, and I did want to show you guys what was inside. Okay. All right, we're still here, guys. Relax, we're still here. All right, so what we have is we got some heat sinks here. You're gonna have chips under them, and then you're gonna have a frequency crystal in this. So this actually doesn't even really have much right now at all. Yeah, there's not much with this at all. There's really no gold on that unless you basically go under the chips there. That's basically it. That's all it has, okay? So we got that. Now, let's go to the good stuff today, okay? I am very, very excited. This here is an CVU dry snorkeling mask. Somebody actually threw this out. Now, this is expensive. I thought this was one of those COVID mask things there, but no, that's an actual diving mask. So let me open this up for you and show you how it is, okay? This is it. it goes, this is the front part there, remove before use. So they haven't even removed this part yet when they wanted to use it. Okay, you have the front part, which is basically there. Okay, you have the inside circle part there. You have the rubber, which basically does go over the face. Now, you cannot use this with glasses. You would have to use it with contacts. And there's the strap that goes to the back of the head to make sure everything is set. And then you have this part here, which still actually has the tape on it. So someone actually didn't use this. Now, here's the weird part. I have seen more and more of these things since COVID for some reason. I don't know if doctors are using it or a nurse, but it's weird. I've started to see more and more of these, but they're not by the water. It says remove before use, like the tag to take it off is still on. So this is brand new, this is fresh, and someone just bought it and basically threw it out. But I'm seeing more of the stuff around medical tech that people are throwing out. Like the previous week we had medical boxes where people actually threw out the catheters and stuff like that there. Why people are getting surfing stuff on that is a bit suspicious, but I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. All right, so let's get to the absolute highlight right now. Today, I got my first Xbox One. This is the first Xbox One that I've ever dumpster dived right now, okay? We've gotten original Xboxes, Xbox 360s. This is the original one here, the Xbox One. And you know what? This is in beautiful condition. Look at it. The tag is still on it. There's really no bumps, no real dents on this or anything like that there. It's still clean, okay? I'm gonna put this up so you can see it. Look at it. It's still clean. Look at that. It's a white one there. There's no bings, there's no dings on it or anything like that. This is really, really nice right now. You still have the front part there that hooks it up. I don't even know how to really turn this sucker on, but I do want to try it out to see if it does work. I don't know why someone threw it out. I hope that's the fair unit in it. Okay, but we are going to test that out. And then we got an original Xbox. I haven't seen one of these in a while, but I'm happy I basically got it. The original Halo game works on this right now, okay? So I definitely do want to keep at least one of these and see if this basically does go in and plug in and work. Now, I don't know if the original Xbox gets the red ring of death. I do want to try that out. Okay, but I know this one basically won't have it. I think it's the Xbox 360 that basically has that. All right. Let's move on. I'm not gonna you guys at that. Okay, so what we got is someone threw out a Tommy Hilfiger purse for women in there. I'm gonna keep that. Okay. We ended up getting some very good blue cord today. I may keep the blue cord to have it run up right now. I don't know how long this is. This may be, it's more than 25 feet. That one's more than 25 feet. The Ethernet cable is nice. I do have a lot of those there, but I also realize how expensive Ethernet cables are. Like you could end up spending maybe $10 just for 10 feet of Ethernet cord right now, which basically means we probably have about maybe $500 to $1,000 worth of Ethernet cord, which is good. You always want to have some valuables and assets you can basically take. Now we do have some computer cord here. This will hook up to the power supply of the desktop right now. So we have two of those. That's a hard drive I basically have to go ahead and put up right now. Now let's basically look into this. So, there are a lot of these here. Okay, now these things are welded. Someone welded them. Actually, no, it's not a weld. It's a push in and then throw out. These I'm actually going to keep because I probably have about maybe about 40 or 50 of them. I could actually end up using those as brackets for the capacitors for the coil gun and actually definitely end up using, okay? And then we got an actual sign here. We're going to keep this because I know how expensive these things actually are, okay? So everything's good. Pro Dumpster Diver out.